Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about queues in Salesforce. So in the last video we talked a bit about how you can create assignment rules for individual users, and now we're going to take a look at queues. So a queue is really useful if you've got something like a support team. You don't want it to assign it to an individual person, but you assign it to the team, and then the team can decide who individually that particular lead or that case is actually going to be assigned to. So you want to go into your setup menu. First of all, we've got to create the queue, and then you can go into your assignment rules and do your assignment rule there. So in setup, we're just going to be looking up queues in the setup menu and then creating it from there. They're quite self-explanatory really, but it's always good to give it a go. You know, you got to get in there and just have a go, see what comes up. It always looks easy to watch someone else do it, but when you really do it yourself, you start to understand. All right, let's read here. Queues allow groups of users to manage a shared workload more effectively. A queue is a location where records can be routed to await processing by a group member. The records remain in the queue until a user accepts them for processing, or they are transferred to another queue. You can specify the set of objects that are supported by each queue. This is actually quite important, so we create queues for specific objects, as well as the set of users that are allowed to retrieve records from the queue. All right, new, let's jump in. Let's just jump straight in, get it going. We're going to call this one, what should we call it? Let's call it lead response queue. All right, so we've got a lead response team, and their job is to just respond constantly to leads that are coming in. Put in your own email, all right? I know that it wouldn't be this way. You'd probably have something like, support at or help at whatever your company is. But for testing, all right, you want to really understand this yourself. So, put your own email in there. And then send email to members. This means that every time a leader is assigned to that queue, everyone in the queue gets an email. I think why not? It's a good idea. All right, select the objects you want to assign to this queue. Individual records for these objects can then be owned by this queue. All right, let's have a look. We're looking for lead, aren't we? Lead. All right, so we're making a lead queue here. Queue members. Well, we don't have a whole lot of people, but they're all going in. We're all on this queue now. All right, and I will save it. Okay, so here's my lead response queue. That's my name. That's the queue email. This is the object that it supports. So I'm going to jump back into here and actually go into my leads. And what you'll see with a queue, once you've created one, is that will actually show up in your list views. So down here, here's my lead response queue. So anything that's automatically assigned to the lead response queue will actually show up in this list view. So I'm just going to pin this. Isn't it cool that we didn't have to create this ourselves? It was just automatically created once we saved our queue. So queue made, let's go back to our assignment rules and check that we are actually assigning something to this. So we open up our assignment rules. I've got a couple of different rules going on in here. So I'm just going to go new. I might do this one first, actually. And I might say if... actually no, we'll do this one fourth. So if it doesn't meet any of the others, then it will go in here. And I might say we're going to assign it to this queue. And the queue will be lead response queue. And then maybe we send an email template. This is the email template that is sent out to everyone. Just choose your own one at the moment. We'll cover email templates in another video. And maybe I'm just going to say for, ease, I might say country, equals, I think it's null. No, that wouldn't work. Country includes, excludes, greater, less than, contains, start with, not equal to. All right, just for testing it out, I might just say country equals Canada. Okay, we'll say that there. All right, let's check that this worked, hey? So there it is, country equals Canada. In my lead response queue, I'm just going to create a new lead here. All right, and then I'm just going to test this out. So I might say test queue assignment. All right, give it an example. And then my country was Canada. So I'm expecting that this is going to be assigned to my lead response queue. That's my hypothesis, and let's see if it works. In details, ooh, it went to me. It went to me, that's not good, is it? So let's just double check. All right. Country, Canada. Maybe did I spell it wrong? Could be very likely. Let's go back in here and have a look. Lead country equals Canada. I think that looks right, but it's always good to just copy and paste because honestly, spelling mistakes can be the worst. All right, that looks fine to me. All right, I will refresh my page. We'll try it again and we'll see how it goes. Do the old refresh. Look at this little cute fox. So if you don't know, every time Salesforce does a new release, these logos update, and that happens 3 times a year. So 3 times a year, there's a big release from Salesforce. And the obviously most important part about it all is that the logo gets updated. So that's what you need to check, really. All right, we're going to go new lead. Oh, did you see how I did that? That was a little trick, wasn't it? Okay, I'm going to call this Q test 2. Company, example. All right, country, Canada. Save. Let's check details. Still assigned to me. Doesn't seem right, does it? Let's check. Can we change this to another queue? Let's check if the queue exists. Lead response queue. It is there. Change owner. All right. Is it getting picked up by anything else? Let's have a look. Lead country equals USA, US, blah, blah, blah. Lead country equals New Zealand, or lead country equals NZ, or lead country equals Aotearoa, lead country equals Canada. All right, let's try and have a play around and see what else is going on here. We're going to put this as number 1. All right, we're just going to see if we can get this going. Let's see if we can get this going. All right, lead country equals Canada, assigned to the lead response queue. Let's have a look. We'll just double check our queue as well. Make sure that's all up to scratch. Maybe this is working for you perfectly. You know, let me know how you go. If your one worked, then bravo, that's super cool. All right, my one seems to be all right. All right, take 3, let's go. In fact, I will open up another, we know how this goes. I'm going to open up another app. If anyone's watched any of my other videos, sometimes this is what it takes to check. But you always want to check because if something seriously isn't working, then you're in the trouble, aren't you? You kind of screwed up there. All right. Come on, leads. Here we go. What do we have on this side? No leads in here. All right, let's try it again. New lead. Okay. Last name. We're getting to it now. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Come on. Canada. Save. I'm nervous to look. Oh, it's like a stab to the heart. Okay, lead owner is still Amber Joseph. What's going on here? What's going on? I've never been so disappointed to see my own name all the time. That sucks. All right. We may pause it here. Take a coffee break. And then see what's going on. Let me know in the comments if yours worked. If it worked, then maybe you can tell me what went wrong with mine. let's work it out together. Meanwhile, I am going to keep giving this a go and see what we can come up with. So hopefully this taught you something new. It's definitely teaching me something new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.